What's going on, everyone? Before we even start today's video and today's runs, there is something which I would like to talk about before we even start running. Basically, most of you people are aware that I don't really have much expectations in terms of the developers giving us good content, or like the developers actually caring about the community. But I must admit, guys, I am pleasantly surprised with how Chinko is representing himself and the game on the forums currently. I have never been a fan of Chinko, but yeah, I'm completely turning around with what I see and read here. So basically, yesterday the Easter event ended, and there where they normally give us a break of like a week, they immediately spoiled us, because I see it as a spoiler, like treated us with the marvelous Arlorian event. Personally, I didn't like that event last year, but I am aware that a whole lot of people and players were absolutely loving this event, so you asked for it and it actually returned. No, I haven't done a single run yet, but I have been scrolling through the comments on the forums, and boy oh boy are those people, I wanted to say are you people, but I don't really think that any of those fanboys actually watches the video, but like, are those people being rude and unrespectful? It is absolutely mind-blowing, guys. First of all, this is a non-energy event, so it won't cost you a single thing, a single coin dollar in order to run this. You can do this for free. Then, guys, let's have a look at the rewards, and this is something which I think is absolutely massive. Might be a small thing for you, but this actually shows that the guy is reading the forums and actually tries to give us tweak the event in order to give us more. And that is something which Just G, I don't really think that he ever did that. He would always read the feedback and then take it into account for the next event, but then at the end nothing would happen. So this might be a first timer, this might be just him being in a good mood, I don't know what it is, but look. So as I've mentioned yesterday at the last video of the Arlorian egg event, we were aware of the fact that you could drop tokens from the boss, and with those tokens you could then open this mini unlocked marvelous crate. So yesterday apparently this was the only reward which you could buy from the vendor. Now, where did he tweak, you might ask yourself? Well, apparently I didn't see it with my own eyes, but they discussed it on the forums, so it is true. Apparently they were charging 3,000 tokens to open one of these mini unlocked marvelous crates. 3,000 tokens, guys, is absurd. Absolutely insane. Impossible. Nobody will care to try and get that. So he read that people were complaining about it on the forums and he adjusted. This time it's only 1k to open the mini unlocked marvelous crate. Now don't get me wrong, 1k is still a whole lot of tokens to collect in order to open one, but I mean, it is a nice gesture from Spacetime Studios. They don't have to do this. They don't have to change the price from 3k to 1k just because of a few hardcore people complaining on there. They don't have to do that, but he actually did it. And that's not the only thing which he did, guys. And these rewards here, these bound vanity weapons, I must say, they weren't there yesterday. So this is something else which they added after reading our feedback on the forums. Once again, I address it, I stress it out. I absolutely hate this event, but I really like their gestures towards the community. It shows that they are reading and it shows that they are adjusting. So I already know I don't even have to look at these vanities. It's ugly. I don't like it. Look at the rogue thing. Look. I mean, come on. What is this? What the fuck is this? That looks ridiculous. Look at the bow, guys. It's huge. I don't understand what the idea behind this is. It's ugly as F. But I don't care. I like the fact that they adjusted and compensated a little bit where that they gave us more reward. So 5k of these tokens in order to get one of these weapons. Keep in mind, remember that they are bound, so you can't trade them, and I highly doubt that you can stash them. That I am not sure about. Yeah, you can stash them, but you can't sell them. So, very nice, Spacetime Studios. This shows goodwill, it really does. Now, for the event itself, guys, I am struggling finding a positive comment on the forum. People seem to be totally upset with this event, and I am so confused with it, because this is one of those events where the fanboys are all over the place. I mean, you asked for it, you got it, and no, it still isn't good enough. I mean, come on, guys. Being a developer must be so stressful at times, I can only imagine. So yeah, I wanted to give Chinko a shout out, because I have been the first one to bash him in the past. So yeah, the guy is actually showing commitment. That's something which I haven't seen from Just G when he was still there for a very long time. So this doesn't mean that my expectations for the future are like all positive, all sunshine and happiness. No, but at this moment, I really think that this is a sign of goodwill, and I respect that a lot. Now, the event itself, I got a few messages where people told me that you have to go to the arena because that's the best way to get tokens. So yeah, let's do a few arena runs. Let's see what is about to happen, guys. I have no idea how this event works. I logged on, started recording immediately, but had to talk about Chinko first, because yeah, that gets my respect, and I say it in almost every video. When it's good, and I'll be the first one to discuss it, but when it's bad, oh my goodness, I'm going to be the first one to discuss it too. Then another thing, guys, apparently the drop rate of these Ebon weapons in the event crate, oh, I got a heroic token, that's cool. So the drop rate of these Ebon weapons allegedly is ridiculously high. So people on the forums are complaining that they paid a whole lot of gold for their weapons last week. Well, now, let's take this sword for example. It's being sold in auction for like 3 million. So last week it was 30 to 40 million. This week it's 3 million. We have to check, guys. I'm going to have a look in between these runs, so we have an idea whether this is accurate, the prices, or not. I find it a bit funny. I shouldn't laugh with it, but I mean, like, these guys have plenty of money anyway. So let's have a quick look. Are these new Arcane weapons actually being sold at 3 million? Oh, that is not 3 million, but I must admit that I did see a sword listed at 3 million earlier. I mean, this weapon, that was 30 million minimum last week, because I checked the prices of the auction. I looted a mini Marvelous crate, cool. Don't think that they have any value, as I looted it from the second boss, that is. Which is understandable. I mean, Spacetime Studios needs to make money too, after all. But yeah, and by the way, the crate which you can buy from the vendor for 25 platinum, it actually has 5 pulls. So there, where they normally would double charge the price of a crate at the store page, it's now perfectly fine. It's 25 platinum, but you get 5 pulls. So yeah, I like it. I appreciate stuff like that. I know this is all detail, but that shows goodwill. I mean, the drop rate of these E-bomb weapons being so high, I mean, I have mixed opinions about it. At one way, I'm thinking like, okay, cool, now the average player or the poor players have something to work for. I mean, setting yourself a goal to farm like 40-50 million gold in this game, at the current state which it is currently in, yeah, it's impossible. That's a mission impossible, but no. 10 million is easily farmable. You can go with Gold Loot and Mausoleum, or you can try your luck at the Hydra. So, yeah, I like it a lot. I want to know the price of the daggers too, because very curious to see if they are still expensive or if it's raining daggers too. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Oh, what am I doing? There you go. You do it like this, and then. So the bow is 13 million. It was also 30 million. Here, the daggers, what's the problem? They are still 50 million, guys. I don't understand why the fanboys on the forums are whining about it. This is just that small amount of very rich people who are complaining about it because they probably invested a shitload of gold into those weapons, and now it seems like they are booking a loss. And disclaimer, I am not talking about anyone in particular, I'm just speaking in general. That's what I think happened. So yeah, unlucky. I mean, those guys are smart enough to earn their gold back in another way anyway. So yeah, I don't understand why the drop rate is so high, but they probably have their reasons for it. But I must confirm that the prices of these arcane weapons, except for the daggers, that is, has indeed dropped with a lot of gold. Ay, toch. Jesus. Then there was something else. Oh yeah, people were also crying once again about the tie switch people had on the leaderboard. Top 10 for every class. Remember, guys, I think it was not January this year, but I actually think January last year, Just G said that with the removal of forged energies, everyone had a chance to go for the leaderboard. Remember what I said back then? I said that this doesn't make any difference at all. It's always the same group of people on the leaderboard, always the same people tying, and always the same people trying to ruin it for others. So removing the forged energies didn't have to do anything with it. So I mean, yeah, that was something which fortune teller Slacky predicted in a correct way. So yeah, I thought I'd mention it. But what I am trying to point out is, so people were angry about others tying on the leaderboard. I mean, I am convinced that there are people in the top 10 who are in there or on there who didn't even enter the event zone. They just bought their way to the top. And this is something, guys, which we knew before the event even started. So why are people complaining about it? I don't know. It's probably because, player Steve got punched off the leaderboard for not paying attention, or because his BFF broke their tie or something. I don't know. Personally, what do I think about tying and then the top 10? I have mixed opinions about it. I understand people tying, especially when it's an exhausting event like the let's say the Ursult leaderboard, for example. Reward wise, it's not that good. The drops very low, very bad, and it is very costly. So I understand that at one of those leaderboards, people decide like, yeah, let's tie. Now with that with the option there that you can buy points from the auction, I don't know. Mixed opinions, guys. I mean, if you ask me, if you put a gun to my head and you say, Slacky, choose now, would you allow ties on the leaderboard, yes or no? The answer is no. But I do understand why people do it in those long events, after those long events, which are very repetitive, very boring, and which will only cost you money. So I understand people doing it, but if it was me making the decision, no such thing as tying. Each to its own. But yeah, it is what it is. Let's see, was there anything else we had to discuss? I mean, if you have to collect 1k of these tokens, guys, how many do I even have now? How many do I have? Look at my eggs, by the way. From the purple eggs or the red eggs. I don't even remember which one. Oh, young. Sick, eh? What was I trying to enrage? I wish that these bosses, the timer would be, instead of 10 seconds, make it 5 seconds, so people like me don't lose their attention spawn, that is. Where are my tokens? I can't find. Here, 32. But I think that I got them from last year. There is no chance that I collected 32, right? Or did I? I have to see. Wait, 30. Did I even get one? I did read on the forums that it's not because that you don't really get a token from each boss, as it is a free event and not an energy one, so I understand that, but let's see. Is it still at 32? Yeah, we'll have to look once I loot a heroic token whether it's the value of it is 1 or if it's higher. Last run, guys, then I'm going to wrap it up. I'm not going to try and aim to get one of those boned vanities. I don't care about vanities, I hate vanities, and I don't really care about Marvel and Endgame and Avengers and all of that other nonsense stuff. I hate Game of Thrones. I haven't seen a single episode of it. I know I'm going to get flamed hard with whoever is hearing this right now, but I hate Game of Thrones, and I am aware of the fact that 60 million of people watched it, more than 60 million at the very first night of it returning, so I am obviously the opposite one again. I hate it. I just in general hate everything on television which is like science fiction or like fantasy. I just hate it. I can't stand it. If I watch TV, I want to watch something which is real. No fake stuff. No cartoons. I mean, cartoons, yay, when I was 5 years older, so I'd watch them. But now I'm way too old and I don't understand those freaks, nerds, geeks of my age who still watch them, who jerk each other off because of it. Because, it's so weird. Okay, minion. There's a token. We had 32 previous run. Oh, I looted 5, so it is actually more than 1. That is it once again. Another great thing. It will still be a grind in order to get 1k of him, guys. And keep in mind that when you buy one of those unlocked crates, you can click it once, you'll get 1 item and that's it. So if you really want the vanity of this event, or if you really want to aim and try your luck to get one of these Ebon weapons, you'll have to do it with platinum. Could also buy crate keys, but they are ridiculously expensive, so don't waste your gold on them. Yeah. Now I understand why people are complaining about it, by the way. I think that they wanted to have the same style, the same mechanics as we had last year with those 4 or 5 dudes standing there waiting for a fight. So it's different now, but it's not really a big event there, guys. I mean, they did a favor for us by bringing this back, I'm sure. Or try to do a favor. It's brutal though. The people who have been whining, begging about this event for weeks are now the ones who are complaining about it on the forums. I mean, ugh. Did I forget to... Okay. Bloodhammer. Look, my fire of the Oswald. 132. Ooh, yeah. Let's do one more. And then wrap things up. I am going to continue with the Operation Mireguard. Obviously, I actually saw a Mireguard Shadow artifact. That's the one which we are dreaming to loot. One was listed in auction for 18 million, and if I would have had 18 million, I would most likely I think that I would have bought it. Not even kidding. Yeah, because it's very, very cheap. Okay, last round, guys. Wrapping it up when this is done. Man, I've spent not hours but days in this mob, grinding my ass off trying to get rich. Actually pulled it off once, but I wasted so much time here. Bloody. Let's try to get under 130 for once, for the fun of it. Yeah, you need to be clicking a lot faster. The cheaters, by the way, they use a macro for stuff like that. So one guy stands near the door, shout out to Darren PR, and he has software then which will like click the door for him. So that's how he always got those leaderboard spots. And shout out to whoever pushed him off, because I couldn't find him in the season 12 leaderboard winner. So super happy with that. I absolutely hate the guy. He's the only guy in this game who I ever really hate, like genuinely hate. I mean, I've had some feuds with a few people, but Yeah, I disliked him, but never hated anyone as much as I hate Darren PR. And I'm glad to see that he's taking a break from the game, I think, or gone or whatever. Do not wish it. I wish him well in real life, obviously, guys, but in game I hate that mofo. We can't be stopped, that is right. This was the last row in this, so yeah. I'm just going to keep my tokens, not do anything with them, and hopefully I can reuse them next year if the game still exists by then. So this is the last boss fight. I think we said that we would like to keep it under 130, and that's what we are going to do. Ding, 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 ding. There you go. Mission accomplished. Let's see what's in these arena thingies. I need to fight. I don't know how to do that, so yeah. Okay. If I would have gotten anything good, it would say so. It didn't. So yeah, whatever. Yeah, that is that, guys. We are so done. Cool. Thank you very much for watching. Be kind for Chinko if you go on the forum. Say, just thank the guy, even if you don't agree with these rewards or whatever. I mean, they showed goodwill, and that's very important looking at the future of AL. Adios, guys. Enjoy your Saturday, Sunday. Peace.